I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Mia. Welcome to episode 3 of Catering Solutions Cooks.
Today we're going to be making for you homemade pizza. So let's get started.
The ingredients that you'll need are flour, dough. Let's back it up a second. This is how you'll make the dough.
You'll need bread flour, but I don't have any, so we're just using all-purpose flour, sugar, yeast, salt, olive oil, some water that we're going to make sure is warm, a large bowl, and a mixing spoon, although it's easiest to make this in a Cuisinart if you have one at home. Makes it super fast, but I don't have one at home. All of my equipment is at the kitchen, so we're just going to do it by hand in a bowl. The ingredients basically just go into one bowl, or your Cuisinart if you can use that. So go ahead, Mia. We need 3.5 cups to 4 cups of flour. We're going to start with 3.5, and then when we start kneading the dough, we'll add another. Okay, then we're going to add in a half teaspoon of sugar, or a teaspoon of sugar. Yeast feeds on sugar. So if you put a little bit of sugar in whatever you're making that has yeast that needs to grow, that's going to help it grow faster. Then 1 envelope of fast-acting yeast. Pour that in. Then we're going to do 2 teaspoons of salt. You can use kosher salt, you can use sea salt, iodized salt, whatever you've got. Okay, we're going to mix this up to make sure that the yeast is all incorporated. If you're using a Cuisinart, go ahead and blend it a little bit, just to get that all mixed in. This is also olive oil. The most important part of making any kind of dough is making sure that your water is at an optimal temperature. The optimum temperature is between 110 and 115 degrees. I know we all have thermometers right now because you're checking temperatures constantly. So use your thermometer and check your water temperature before you put it in. That will really make the difference on whether your bread or your dough is going to rise. So we're going to check the temperature of this water. We are at about 118. Let's pour this in. The whole thing. The whole thing's 1.5 cups. And then we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
Mix it.
And mix it. I should preface this to say that this is Bobby Flay's recipe from the Food Network, but I have made lots of different recipes of pizza dough and bread dough, and this is hands down my favorite, so there's no reason to mess around and make another one when something great is out there. Now we're going to dump the dough out onto the floured counter. If you're using a Cuisinart, use the bread attachment, that little plastic one, and you can do all the kneading right in the Cuisinart. Since we don't have it, we're going to do it all by hand. To knead the dough, just bring it over and push it down with the palm of your hand. And you're just going to keep on doing that to develop the gluten. It's actually not very sticky, which is great. If it gets a little sticky, just grab some of that flour. But you don't want to add too much flour back into it. Okay, we're going to keep kneading this dough until it gets smooth and shiny. Now that it's nice and smooth, roll it into a ball. You're going to put about 2 teaspoons of olive oil over the ball. That's good. Whoop! That's a little much. You just want enough to coat the whole thing. Flip it over so it gets completely covered. That's good. Okay? Then you're going to cover that with saran wrap. Keep it nice and warm in there. And then put it on your stove or somewhere that's a little bit warm and let it rise for about an hour, hour and a half.
Tomato sauce, you can use canned sauce or homemade sauce. We have homemade sauce, really any sauce that you want. Cheese, we use mozzarella cheese, but you could really use any type of cheese that you want. And then your toppings. We are having arugula and prosciutto, and then we have oregano, red pepper, garlic, basil, salt, and pepper. And then you'll also need your pan and a roller.
As always, first things first, wash your hands. Try a new song tonight. Twinkle, twinkle.
How I wonder what you are.
Let's get started. We're going to take that dough that we made 2 hours ago. It has grown wonderfully. I did push it down once to get rid of the air bubbles and let it rise again. I'm going to make 2 pizzas from this, so we're just going to take half of the dough and put it to the side. And put a little bit of flour down on the counter. There's a lot of oil in this one. Use your fingers to spread it out as much as you can. If you have a rolling pin, you can use it. If you have some skill, you can throw it up in the air. But what you want to do is get the dough stretched out. You don't want it thick. You want a nice thin crust pizza, especially when you're making it at home, because you don't get your oven as hot as you can get it at the pizzeria, like a brick oven. Now that our dough is all rolled out, Mia is going to prepare the pan. Just put a little bit of olive oil in and spread it around with a paper towel. And then we're going to lay our dough in. Okay, spread it over here. It's not perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just get it into your pan. Make sure there's no holes. You're gonna lay on your sauce. Perfect, I think that's good. Let's move on to the cheese. Like she said, you can use a combination of cheeses or just mozzarella, Colby Jack, Fiesta mix, whatever you have. Perfect. Okay, let's put a little bit of spice on. Not the red pepper, we'll do that later. A little oregano.
On half?
No, just a little bit, just sprinkle it. And put a little basil on there. Easy on the salt, a little bit. And some pepper. If you have other toppings that you want on your pizza, like pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, anything, this would be the time to put it on. Because we're doing prosciutto and arugula, we do that after the pizza comes out of the oven. Okay, let's get this in the oven.
Your pizza will be done in about 10 to 12 minutes, but check it after 8 because it's really hot.
This looks perfect, but make sure Mom or Dad takes it out because it is really hot. It came out perfect. What do you think?
It's really good. It's good.
So now it's ready to go as it is, or you can add toppings if you'd like. So we're gonna keep half cheese, and we're gonna do half with
Arugula and prosciutto.
This is a treat. And once that's on, just because we're doing a little bit of the arugula on here, there's a little tiny bit of olive oil. And then hit it one more time with that black pepper. Great. We're gonna have that with some mixed salad tonight, and that makes a great dinner. Let's cut this up. Just a little piece to try, because we gotta save it for dinner.
It's really good. Very
You
hot.
can buy the dough at the grocery store. It's usually in the freezer section, so if you don't have yeast or the ingredients to make your dough at home, you can buy the dough at the grocery store and then make your own pizza anytime. Hope you enjoyed this. Click subscribe.